Y'all tripping for real. I'm not about to fight in prison. I'm not going to die in prison through the grace of God.
Whether he likes it or not, Anthony Lewis will spend the rest of his life behind bars. Convicted for the murders of his mother and stepfather in Rotterdam, Lewis's day to be sentenced in court finally arrived.
I am going to go forward and sentence you. I know you don't care what I say.
You know what? This is crazy because I just react to a video of the mother. She's the original mother. She's the birth mother. But then there's a stepdad in the picture. And same way of how the stepdad treated the kid and the mom reluctant to pay attention to the kid. That's why kids grow up to be emotional and grow up to be screwed up just like this guy, because the stepdad thought he loved the kid, but he doesn't love the kid. He's only there for his own selfish reason to please the woman so he can get what he wants from the woman, the love that he's looking for in fulfillment that he's looking for a woman, because he's made the woman his God. And because the mother is paying attention to the stepfather and not paying attention to him, and how she's impatient and she treats him bad, he end up resenting her for it, and he end up resenting the stepfather for taking all the attention that is needed to be given to him. And there was no great example set for this kid. It's the same scenario we're watching here of a kid growing up and not having a great example set in their life. This is crazy.
You too. And honestly, I don't really care that you care, or do care or not. On count 1, murder in the first degree, I'm going to sentence you to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
This isn't Lewis's first trip into the courtroom. He first went on trial for murder back in April for stabbing his mother and stepfather, Kathy and Bob Guillaume, to death inside their home back in July of 2023.
What a mess.
He doesn't deny.
Yeah, I killed them because God told me to. He didn't let me get to the scripture. But you listen to this all day. It's fat and piece of.
You really had to speak like that?
Yes. Now listen. God commanded me to kill them, and I did it. I don't care what you sentenced me to today, because I'm looking back out to the grace of God. But you should be worried about yourself. Because I'm still going to get out. Your sentence don't mean nothing. God got me through the grace of God.
Man said God tell him to, when he's traumatized by these step parents that he had, and he got emotional and they traumatized him and he went into his thoughts, his imagination. That's where the devil lies, when you go unconscious, and the thought tell him to go do this, and he's calling his thoughts, which is the devil, God, tell him to go and do this. God is nothing but good. God is nothing but good. So for him to say God command him to do this, that's crazy. That's just wild.
Straight up.
That's amazing.
I'm good. Are you done, Mr. Loomis? Now I'm good. To the grace of God. Thank you.
A number of Lewis's own family members were in court to speak out against him and what he'd done.
His ridiculous reason for why he did this enrages me. I hope the court realizes the absurdity of murdering your mother and stepfather.
Judge Mark Caruso summed up the day before ending the sentencing.
This business for almost 32 years now, and quite honestly, I have to have a poker face up here when people are testifying on the stand and witnesses are on the stand. And if I didn't have to have that face, my jaw would have dropped when you mentioned what you did to these people that loved you.
That's amazing. But it shows it all starts in the home, where these parents and the father's so weak, they don't protect the kids from the mother, and the mother end up destroying the souls of these kids, imposing on them, traumatizing them, and they grow up to be emotional and grow up to be stuck in their imagination, in the thoughts, and they're one with the devil, just like the mother is one with the devil. And the dad is no different. He might be still more logical than the female, but because he made the woman his God, he's still subjective to the devil, because the woman made the devil her God, and the man is subjective to the woman. He's weak, but he's still sons of God, because through it's God, then Christ in man, man over woman. Once the male can find his way back to the Father, then the light will be shown through him, and the woman will be able to find Jesus through him, and through that way you will end up finding God. But this is just a crazy story, and it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Honestly, it's gonna get way worse than what you're seeing until we return to the Father. Let me know what you guys think.